Now the sun is just starting to climb up over the treetops, and it's gonna be a beautiful day, that's plain to see.
Welcome to Bill Dance Outdoors, America's most popular and longest running TV fishing show.
Now I've gone fishing with Bill Dance today.
I would imagine you've heard the old saying, if you know, you know, right? Well, in this week's show, we're fishing a portion of the mighty Mississippi River that matches that old saying, if you know, that the 52 miles of river that touches the muddy and rock-filled banks of Phillips County, Arkansas, is what Bill Dance calls the best stretch. That's because Bill firmly believes that Old Man River in this area is chock full of the best nutrients, best structure, best bottom composition, and the best forage to grow trophy-sized blue catfish. Today, Bill is joined by his great friends and fishermen, George Young Jr. of Brookland, Arkansas, and Roy Harkness of Ripley, Tennessee. This trio has fished together many times, and with great success, all up and down this tremendous waterway that separates east from west in our great country. But they always manage to migrate back to Helena-West Helena, here in Phillips County, Arkansas, where the blues are bountiful and the fishing is fantastic. So what do you say? Want to join our guys out on the big money? I know I sure do.
We call that a sponge bob. Kind of shaped like SpongeBob. You get a little bit bigger, we call that a wallet.
A who?
A wallet.
A wally.
Let's go catch one.
Let me borrow your rag there.
How deep are you?
63 foot.
60?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Roy's got a fish on. Pretty good, Roy?
I can't tell. He's back there.
Roy's the boy. You know, Roy's my oldest son.
Thanks, Dad.
We call him Son Roy.
Son Roy.
Is he swimming to you?
Yeah.
Or is he off?
Oh, he's coming to me.
You lose that fish and we'll disown you, son.
Come here, baby. You know, if you talk real nice to them, they'll come to the boat. Until he sees George.
Yeah.
What does he feel like, Roy?
Oh, he's less than 100.
What'd he say?
He's less than 100.
I'm just getting over
Look
it
at
now.
that rod holder.
I'm just getting over it now, so.
Roy's got a fish on. Yes, oh, yes, he does.
Oh, let me get these bows ripped.
I got the net if you want it. Oh, another one.
Big one.
One of them good.
Hold on.
Boy, you tell you what, you fillet him. You'd have to have a big plate to put that fillet in.
Boy's ugly.
What's that top hook, George?
They always gonna spin it. He's hooked good though.
Like that. Like them boaters.
It's there. Oh, he bit it.
What's that?
Watch that hook. Let me hold it away from you.
Let me surgically remove this hook.
He's trying to slap you with that tail. There you go. Get it away from
There you got it.
Another nice fish.
That's a big, long fillet. You need a 20-inch platter to put him on.
I know it. That male get that big old head.
Big old male.
Yeah.
Good old big head.
Big head.
Dark color.
He talking to you.
Yeah. Hey, go get your mama.
Where's mama? Where is
What'd you
mama?
tell him, Roy?
Go get your mama.
Where's mama?
Tell your mama we're up here.
Yeah. Tell your mama I'm gonna send a bait.
Tell your mama. Tell your pa.
Yeah.
We're heading toward
One more time?
Arkansas. Oh yeah. Huh?
All right, thank you.
All right.
Let you go now. He gave me all the secrets.
Give him a little sugar.
Okay, buddy. Oosh. Good job, Roy.
I got him again. Oh.
That was quick, wasn't it? Catch, quick release, catch again.
Never a dull moment in this boat.
Bill Dance Outdoors. Sponsored by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Rebel. Catch fish anywhere. And by Mercury Marine. Go boldly. Today's Conditions Log is sponsored by Outdoor Water Solutions, offering pond and lake aeration systems with energy-saving solutions including solar and wind, customized to fit your need. Visit OutdoorWaterSolutions.com for quality aeration products.
You wouldn't think you'd have 75 feet of water right here, would you?
You wouldn't.
And look at all the mud right on that bank. It's mixed with sand too. You think a lot of that mud is siltation over the sand, Roy?
I do. I believe it is.
Because you can see sand under the mud.
You see it underlaid with sand.
Then it goes all the way down to your left and it turns back into sand.
And you know right here on this drift and this bump, you'll feel it kind of that mushy mud, and then you'll feel it hit hard sand.
Yeah, I know
and
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. You feel it mushy, that's sand, and then, it's mud, then all of a sudden you feel it thump back to that hard bottom again. If you were to ask most serious cat fishermen that fish, let's say, the Mississippi, the Tennessee, the Missouri, the Ohio, the Cumberland, what is the most popular bait? What would they probably say?
I feel like they'll say skipjack.
Skipjack
herring.
Yeah.
Freshwater herring.
Right.
It works on the Cumberland as the #1 bait. It works right here on the Mississippi. It works on the Tennessee. It works on several other rivers just as well. There's a fish that's in this river now that's a nuisance.
Right.
And that is the Asian carp.
Right. I mean, you've caught several in 50, 60 pound range on carp, and when we couldn't catch them on anything else.
We have.
Right.
We fished with our good buddy John Godwin of Duck Dynasty, old John, the day that he caught his biggest fish, and we used
carp.
We used carp.
Yeah, that's all we use.
But you catch catfish, and you pull him out, and he's got mud all over him. And you say, this fish has been on a mud bottom.
Right.
And we catch a lot of fish on mud banks. We'll go down the river and we'll see sand, we'll see revetment, we'll see a combination of kind of sandy, muddy, and then all of a sudden we're along a stretch of just a mud bank. That's a high percentage bank.
Right.
We fish it and we catch fish on it. Now why are those fish attracted to mud?
I wonder if they're worms or other bait.
There you are.
Know?
There is a worm that is found in our creeks, in our freshwater lakes, in our big impoundments, and in this river that can grow to 5 to 6 inches. It's referred to as an annelid. And it's an aquatic worm. It's about the size of a fountain pen. And catfish feed on these, and it lives in a mud bank, it lives in the rocks, lives in the dirt. That's why I think a big night crawler, if you could put one on a hook and keep it on a hook, might be a high percentage substitute bait.
I've always been told when the river comes up and floods out into the fields, and the fish move out into the fields outside the river, that's the main reason they're going out there is to feed on night crawlers and big worms out in those
Well, it's
fields.
organic.
Right.
Anything organic, catfish like.
Right.
You know, anytime the ground gets flooded, those worms come up.
Right.
And
Saturate.
they said they'll just gorge themselves out in these crop fields.
When you take one of these big aquatic worms, well, you could take an 8/0 hook and you could cover an 8/0 or 9/0 hook. You could fill it up with one of those.
Right.
It'd be a big mouthful.
Right.
That's what Roy did. T-Roy.
T-Roy. Big old long joker, ain't he?
Well, he's talking.
42 pounds. 42 pounds.
Yeah, say bye.
See ya. Thank you.
Today's show is brought to you in part by Quantum Rods and Reels, Quantum Performance Tuned, Mystic Lubricants, Lubrication Domination, and Tracker Boats, Fish the Finest. Today's equipment log is brought to you by Ego Fishing and their all-new S2 slider landing nets with the most advanced handle extension technology. Take the battle to the water with Ego. Today's show is sponsored in part by Berkeley, Catch More Fish. Bill Dance exclusive rods by Quantum. And by Garmin. Fight your fish, not your fish finder.
Boy, that is coming on, ain't
Get
it?
on up in.
That is smoking it. Let's back
About
that
to get
boat.
serious.
He's gonna get in your moat? No, he's not.
He's shaking his head a lot now.
We'll bring him around the back of the motor.
Whoa, he may have a little more than that. He got that rod boat over to him.
That looks about like 20 pounds.
Watch that hook. It's gonna spin. Let me hold it out away from you. He's a nice fish, 22, 23 man.
20 pounder.
20 pounder, yeah. Got a little fat belly on it. Look at the mud on his belly.
Let's see him. Oh yeah, another nice
Look,
one.
got a little mud on her belly.
Another nice
Got a
one.
little mud on him.
Just a little dark, something in his coloration.
Hello.
Hey there, buddy.
Say hi to the camera. You hear him? He said hi.
Pretty fish.
You know, I understand that the American Catfish Association is doing pretty well.
Oh, absolutely. We're doing great with the XCA, and Glenn's doing a great job running the organization.
You know, I recently had the opportunity to talk with Glenn, who is one of the founders and co-directors of the American Catfish Association, and I asked him just how well the ACA is doing, and this is what he had to say.
Hey Bill, it's great to be with you. Thank you. The American Catfishing Association, now being just a little over a year old, is doing fantastic. As you know, Bill, we set out to unite the catfish community, and we can't begin to express how proud we are of everyone, including many industry leaders, of how they've come together to support the great sport of catfishing. The ACA is addressing conservation and regulation efforts all around the country. We're always evaluating and enhancing our member services and resources. As an example, and Bill, this is the first time ever in the history of the recreational fishing industry, the ACA, along with so many great tournament and tournament directors, have created the first ever alliance of independent tournaments throughout the nation. These catfish tournaments, now totaling over 200, are doing a fantastic job. Bill, this is just the beginning. It's all great stuff.
Yeah, Glenn's got it going for sure.
You know, the one thing that I really want to see, and I think the American Catfish Association can do this, I want to see more research done on catfish. And I asked Glenn, and I think that's in their plans, but I also asked Glenn what other amazing things the ACA was doing for the 10 million catfish anglers across America.
Bill, something we think every angler will find of interest. Through our conservation efforts, we have created a revolutionary patent-pending technology program that we're confident will advance the care of our nation's fisheries and add an all-new dynamic to the sport of recreational fishing like never ever before. Anyone that enjoys fishing should be excited. This is going to be a real game changer for us all.
You know, I would like to see the research. You could tie research in with conservation also. And then you can show people the data, how a fish grows, how quickly he grows, how far he travels by releasing them. You know, that would also.
Oh yeah. Y'all are working toward that, aren't you, George?
Yeah, we're working. We've got programs in place right now. Hopefully, you know, within the next year, we'll have a program in place and start doing research on the.
The Bill Dance Question and Answer of the Week is brought to you by Mystic Lubricants and their complete line of JT4 marine products. A full line of products for your full line of pursuits. Visit mysticlube.com today. You know, this is a very, very unique system. The fact that it's easy to install, and this base plate, you just drop it and it goes right to the bottom. So it just creates that arch and pulls that undesirable water back in, the low DO water, and brings it right back into the bubbling system and carries it right back to the surface.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Millennium Marine, a new class of comfort. And by Garmin Force Trolling Motors, fish with force. Closed caption provided by Power Pole, the original shallow water anchor.
Today's product tip is brought to you by Garmin and their GPS map series, chart plotter, sonar combos. With advanced sonar technology like Chirp and exclusive Panoptix all-seeing sonar, you'll spend less time finding your fish.
You've seen Millennium's R100 spider lock rig that sports 4 rods. What a great product. Well, take a look at the new R200 single for salt or fresh water. All aluminum construction, 360-degree base rotation, 180-degree rotation at the rod, 12 to 20 inches height adjustment, and it's ideal for mounting in tight places. Tell you what, get you some.
Come be part of Bill Dance Digital. Join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Follow us.
Look here.
Got it. Do I need to cut the trolling motor or cut your line?
He's hauling it down the river.
Cut trolling motor or cut your line? Which one?
I'm gonna tell you what. Boy, he got his lunch and he went south.
You were turning around talking to me.
Yeah,
and I looked and I think,
did you see it go
and
boom?
I'm like, and then you like, oh, there he is.
You caught my fish. I let it get off on go.
Yeah, you want to reel him?
I might.
Come up here, you can have him.
Baby George now.
Huh?
I knew we'd change our look.
Let me tell you what, he was 75, 74.
Over 100?
No. He's just staying down.
He is. He's staying right on the boat. You just got over the top of him.
Woo. I don't see any bubbles.
He's still down there 70 foot deep.
He's still down there 70 foot deep.
Hope he don't get in a tree.
Well, quit talking. Hope he don't get in a tree.
You want me to push him out? You want me to push him out?
Well, there's a chance of it.
All right, this is the last hoorah.
You see that old rod sway, you know,
He's that
swaying that
sway
old
in that
big-
rod, or
swaying
that rod
tail.
just pumping coming up. There he is.
Oh,
Nice fish. There we go.
that's it.
George, that's a great job you just did there.
50 pounds.
Let me look at that baby. Hello.
Good job, Mr. Blue.
Look at that big stomach. Is that a pretty one? Yes, you. Hey, you are, you big pretty baby, you. I know you are. That's a pretty blue right here.
That's a dandy.
Huh?
That's a dandy.
Thank you, George.
All right. Say bye.
See you, sweetie. You gave me a good fight. Love you.
Here we go. I don't want to go in with him. Look how long he is.
I know. Watch his pectoral fins. I don't want to hurt him on the rail of the boat. Woo! What a good fight.
Why are we breathing hard? Huh? Why are we breathing?
I tell you what, we're getting old. We have really had our fun catching big blues in this river.
We have.
And like I told y'all, these two guys right here, they're the best of the best. They really are. They know how to catch big fish in this river. And the reason I catch them is because I go with them. That's the truth. We've had a great time. We always do.
Yeah, we do.
Even when we don't catch them, we have a good time. And we don't catch them every time we go.
It's never a dull moment. This boat.
No, it's never a dull moment.
Oh, yeah.
But I tell you what, if you ever get an opportunity to go with either one of them, you ought to book a trip. They don't guide. You don't guide, do you? No, and I know you don't.
Oh, no.
But Roy, he's got 1,700 to 2,000 acres of beans that are popping right now, and he took off 2 days to help us get this thing done. And his daddy-in-law, he's got a little 11-year-old boy running a combine right now.
And a 14-year-old running, one of them running grain cart, one of them running combine. And
right now.
So we can go fishing.
So we can go fishing. That's the kind of family he's got.
You know, with Don Sweat, my father-in-law,
he's a great guy.
He's what helped us where we could go.
Yeah.
He said, hey, y'all go fishing.
Yeah, I fish with Don and Roy.
Yeah, we have a blast.
He's a great guy. So thank you so much for tuning in. We hope to see you again next week at the same time. But until then, we catch a lot of fish. Thank you, guys. Love you.
Love you.
Great guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Now I've gone fishing with Bill Dance today.
Thanks for watching Bill Dance Outdoors. Join us here again next week.
Now I've gone fishing with Bill Dance today.